Hi, my name is Lydia Van Arsdell. I'm from Ridgway, Colorado, and I'm a fourth-year student in the program of environmental design studying architecture. I chose CU Boulder as a transfer student because, well, there was a couple reasons why I chose it. I wanted to be in the same state I was born in and raised in. I love it here. I had taken a gap year the year before and moved to New York City, so it was just like completely different, and I really missed home. I came from Colorado School of Mines, which is it's only 25 minutes away. It's in Golden, and that was a pretty strict engineering school and STEM school. So I was really excited to go to a university that had a lot more to offer and had way more opportunities, I think, in terms of academic paths I could take. When I was at my previous university, I felt pretty siphoned into studying engineering, and I realized after my first semester that engineering just wasn't for me. My transfer journey to CU started at like the second part of my gap year. So I had been on a gap year for about 8 months at that time, and I was kind of looking at the different universities I wanted to go to. I had definitely utilized some of like the transfer meetings that you could go to with like different colleges, even on campus. And at that time I was interested in the Leeds School of Business. I was taking like the prereqs to get into Leeds. And so I was mainly doing like that pre-transfer preparation stuff. But honestly, I was so ready to come home from my gap year. And I was like, I really want to come back to Colorado. And, you know, a lot of my family had come to Boulder previously. And I was just really excited to come back. My CU Boulder experience has been wonderful. I mean, I started in Leeds, and within the first couple days at Leeds, I really was not feeling my fit there. But I had to do the whole semester before I could transfer into a different program. So I did my semester at Leeds, which ended up being really like good knowledge to have just moving forward in life and understanding the way that our world functions in terms of businesses. But I was so ready to leave after I started. So I discovered the program of environmental design and totally just fell in love with it. I really enjoyed design, and I didn't really know that part of myself before I came to CU. But since then, I attended a lot of their like IUT, intra-university transfer events to come into that program because there's an acceptance. You have to like fill out the application and get accepted. So I did a lot of those specific events to environmental design, and once I got in, I was just like jumping off the walls. I was so happy. In regards to student life, I'm mostly involved within my own college and major. I'm part of a student ambassador for my college, so I give tours to prospective students and work with facilitating different types of events within my college. I'm also a TA, and I just started a new position this fall working at the Digital Media Center, which is kind of it's within the program of environmental design where you're working on helping people 3D print and printing things and helping students kind of get the help they need in regards to like technologies and whatnot. So I've really gotten involved just within my own major, which I have really enjoyed, but there's a lot outside my major as well. I just joined pickup soccer, intramural pickup soccer. So that's, I think, really going to be fun. We had our first game last weekend and we lost 6-0, but it's still really fun. Campus life, I like to go to just like some of the random events that you just see going on. I'm not like the type of student that goes out of my way to like find out what's going on campus, because there's always something going on here. But I mean, there's a lot of events just within my major that I like to go to, and I also work in like the department where they host events, so I go to a lot of the events there. In regards to housing, I have lived kind of all over Boulder. Now I live like a 15-minute walk away from Boulder, which is really nice, or from the campus, which is really nice. I've been fortunate enough to not have to commute. I think that, yeah, I've definitely been lucky not to have to commute, but the housing experience, finding housing here it wasn't too difficult. There's so many resources that CU gives you. I actually found my first living situation through the CU Ralphie's List, I think is what they call it. So that is a great resource for especially transfer students trying to find a place to live. But yeah, I've had great experiences with my housing here in Boulder. And Overall, it's been an incredible experience transferring to here. I just got back from studying abroad in Italy this summer, so through CU. So one of our professors through environmental design took 13 of us to Italy for the summer. So we got to study the architecture in Rome and Sicily for 6.5 weeks, which was just incredible. So, and that's through our major. It's one of their annual study abroad events, which I think is really cool. Our major also goes to Columbia with a faculty-led program to Columbia. So I think there's been so many rich experiences that I've had through being at CU and being in the program of environmental design, where I have just gotten to experience so many amazing things and meet awesome people and develop awesome relationships with professors and students. And I think that's a really important skill when you're moving into the next step of your life, is the ability to have awesome friendships. And plans after graduation, I am either going to go pursue a graduate degree, maybe in Colorado, maybe in Washington. I'm kind of looking around at different universities, but I'm just going to look for an actual job here in Colorado, hopefully. I've never had an internship because I kind of expedited as a transfer student through this program. So I've taken summer classes all 3 summers that I've been here. So I hope to either find an internship or a job post-grad. And then advice for future transfer students is, I think one thing that was just huge for me was don't be afraid to change, and don't be afraid to go out there and put yourself out there in uncomfortable ways, because there are so many other people like you. Even if they're not transfer students, so many people are at this university experiencing this life, whether you're a transfer student or not. And so if you just come into the CU experience with a really open mind and just be willing to try all the new things, and coming from a different university that did not have half of what is going on here, I definitely advise just go put yourself out there, try new things, take classes in every department you can, and just expand your brain while you're here, because when you leave, you're not going to be able to do that.